How do you come into a season with no expectations?
Positive expectations on a team with LeBron James and AD.
You got traded for with Anthony Davis and LeBron James, 1A, 1B, the greatest player of all time in that conversation for a team that just won a championship 19 months ago with the core pieces there to win it. Again, your expectation is to win a championship. I don't think the question was out of bounds. I think his reaction—
respectfully phrased.
I think his reaction is just so, like, I get that you're frustrated. I understand that you just got spotted Clippers. But, like, these are the things that sometimes with Russ, I'm like, man, you start to lose me, Russ. Like, I don't know. There's so many better ways you could have answered that question more so than attacking it. Like, I didn't come into the season with any expectations. That's a damn lie.
Well, look, Key, he's coming in there with a loaded question. Open-ended questions are good. But on the other hand, I think it is fair to make the assumption that Russell Westbrook, former MVP, averaged a triple-double for 3 consecutive seasons, right? Former MVP, lots of deep playoff runs. If you join LeBron James and AD, who just won a championship a couple years ago and may have repeated had AD not been hurt, right? I think it's fair for people to assume your expectations are at least positive and not negative. You expect success to some degree and not failure to this degree. Your thoughts about that exchange with Russell Westbrook?
Well, I think when you are an athlete, the media has a job to do. It's their duty to ask questions. It's how you phrase a question that's going to get a certain reaction from a player. When you asked him what did he envision, well, you already know what he envisioned. That's why he signed up to come to L.A. So you are asking me something you have the answer to already.
But you'd like him to illuminate it.
And on top of that, you are asking me a question after we just got our tails whooped by a team that's renting in our building. So you're asking me these sort of things. And from Westbrook's side, he doesn't have expectations out publicly because he's been on 4 different teams. And every single year, his expectations are burst because they don't go anywhere. So why is it a problem for him to say what he said? I don't understand that.
I'm not, but can we just do ourselves
Every
a
year,
favor?
this man said for 4 straight years, the same situation continues to keep happening.
But in the past, I've made the point, Jay, he turns it on in the second half and his team has success. That has not happened.
Listen to the question again.
Everything's the opposite of what you envisioned. Has that been hard for you, especially considering your stature, your credentials, to absorb?
What did I envision?
I would imagine some wins.
I mean, you said, based on what I envisioned, I want to know what you think I envisioned.
You envisioned coming here and winning a championship, or at least being.
Is the season over?
It certainly isn't on.
Is the season over?
No, sir.
Thank you. I had no expectations. The last 4 years of me, I've been on different teams 4 times. So my envision of kind of thinking everything going to be peaches and cream, that's not realistic. That's not life.
Exactly. Every year, I've been on a different team, peaches and roses, and it didn't work out that way. I'm coming here with the expectations of what?
But
I think just because I got LeBron and AD don't mean we're going to wind
You're
up
not
in
expecting
the
to
damn
lose 7
World
out of 8.
Championship.
You're not expecting to be 8 games under 500.
but the question was reasonable. It said everything he has envisioned everything was opposite of what you've envisioned. Has it been difficult for you to absorb?
But as Brody said, you speaking for me, Jay. You don't know what I envisioned. You speaking for me.
Key.
That's what the man said it.
You're telling me that Russell Westbrook, and I go into things saying that not everything's going to be peachy keen all the time. It's going to be tough. But nobody envisioned them potentially not being in the play-in tournament. You know that's where we're trending towards, right? Them not making the play-in tournament.
Jay, you just hit it to me. It's all a smokescreen. You know, what Russell Westbrook just did there is he took an escape. He has a little escape route, right? Once the reporter, who was very respectfully said, no, sir, later on, he was like overly trying to show Russell Westbrook he's being respectful in every single thing he said. I mean, like, he could have said, Russ, you've been playing terribly all year. And as a result of
if you said that would have been a different conversation.
Right. And as a result of that, the team,
much different conversation.
And as a result of that, the team's not good. He didn't say that. He said, given your resume, which is so great, and all the I imagine. So what did Westbrook do? And he used it. I'm going to focus on him claiming to know what my expectations were. Okay, Russ, let's get by the expectations. I apologize. You're right. I don't want to assume what your expectations are.
But see,
how are you absorbing losing every game?
Thank
Max,
you.
Too many times, and I've been at a million podiums. Too many times you have people trying to put words in your mouth and think and pick your brain on what you're thinking and what your thoughts are when you're dealing with the media. It's just,
I agree with you on that.
You don't know what the hell I'm thinking.
So
stop trying to.
So, okay, fine. Look, here, Mr. Westbrook. By the way, Westbrook's my favorite player. I've said that a million times. I love his aggression.
Except you're in the
ding,
boat now.
ding, Mike Tyson. He's coming to get
boat,
you,
yeah.
right? But the point is this. In that exchange, if I'm the reporter, Russ, I apologize. I don't mean to anticipate what you're thinking. I assumed. My bad. How are you absorbing this team that is losing all these games? You lost today without Kawhi and Paul George on the other side. You were brought here because they thought you were a piece to a championship team.
That never occurred though, Max.
Because Westbrook cleverly, whether he even realizes why he's doing it, latches on to the thing that allows him to avoid talking about the actual issue, which is that he's playing poorly.
Look, man,
and the team is losing.
You cannot approach somebody and tell them what their thought process is.
Okay.
You can't do that. So
Okay.
when you say he cleverly switched it, he didn't cleverly switch it. There was a lane that was open based on the question that you put out there.
Yep, it was a mistake by the reporter.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.